What's going on, MeepleTown?
Hello, MeepleTown. That's not a great intro. We should have planned the intro.
Want to get on down? You're supposed to do an intro.
Hello, residents of MeepleTown. This is MeepleTown, ready to meeple it up in the town.
That was horrible.
That's the best I got.
That was terrible.
It's the best I got.
My gosh. All right. So today we are going to be doing our top 10 most anticipated games of 2021. How about that?
That's okay.
I mean, it is what it is. Hey, we've already got some comments on maybe a game they're looking forward to. Let me hit this up here real quick to kick us off, Dean. Dean and I are going to do our top 10 list, everyone out there. But as you're out there, we want you to comment and give us some games that y'all are excited about. Flip back and forth. What Dean's looking at, he knows what this is. And look at his face.
I'm looking at the comment. I didn't even know that's not available. I have this. Is this like a second edition or something? What's going on there?
I don't know which edition you have, but it's one that's been getting ready to come out with it for a while. I'm an Uwe fan, Rosenberg fan. So Swine, I'm with you. Absolutely with you.
Clever Swine. I think this is a fun game. So is it a second edition? Do you know, John? Or is it just a reprint of the original?
It may just be a reprint. I don't know. Let us know, Clever Swine, if you know. I've never played Glass Road, actually. It's one of the few that I haven't played, and I really want to play it. I actually thought about putting on this list, but I'm going to try to stick with Dean. And I decided to, or at least I decided to, and Dean has, I think I have my own rules, Dean, and you kind of
we have our own rules. I'll go over my rules.
So my rules are going to be, I'm not doing any reprints, any re-implementations, except for one. So like I made my own rules, and then I kind of broke my own rules just because the rules have actually changed in the game.
Yeah. So, I think that's fair. I'm
just so excited about it. That's why. Anyways.
I know what you're talking about, and I'm okay with the one that you have on there. Bonus promos. Okay.
So that makes sense. All right, cool. Gotcha. Right on. What are your rules before we start?
Okay, so for me, I've got some spoken and maybe some unspoken rules in this. So my spoken ones, I also did not do any reprints. I don't. Oh no. You know what? I did.
You did.
In fact, right off the bat, my very first one is a reprint. I didn't even think about that. So forget that. Throw that rule out the window. But games. We're
making up all these rules and we're breaking them, and we haven't even started.
Games that I've already played are not on this list. Okay. So I'll go ahead and say I'm pretty sure my number one anticipated game for real is Endless Winter. I love that game, and I could see that one being like a top 10, top 20 game. We did a Kickstarter preview for this one. We've played it several times. So I didn't feel the need to put it on my list. Lines of Lydia, Feed the Kraken. There's several other ones that could have been on this list, but I've already played them, so I don't have the same kind of anticipation. Is that fair?
Well, no, because I don't want to spill the beans, but some of those are on my list because I am anticipating the game coming out, having the full-on version, and getting to play it with a lot of people.
It's true. That's true.
That's what I'm anticipating. I get what you're saying. Disagree with you wholeheartedly.
I'm just going to say, okay, I don't like any of those games that I mentioned then. There we go.
There you go.
Which is not true at all.
All right. You know what? I didn't write the numbers on here, so I'm going to do that as we go. You want to go first? It's your turn.
Yeah. Let me.
All right.
Okay. MeepleTown. So I am sharing the screen as we go, and it takes me a little bit of time each time that I do this. So my first one is a reprint.
I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it up on the thing.
Throw it up there. It is Fjords.
There we go.
This is one that it wasn't that long ago that this one was announced. The art on this one, by the way, when this was announced, I stared at this box cover for a really long time. I just think it looks fantastic. This is Beth Sobel art.
Great,
Phil Walker Harding is a really a designer that I like a lot. I follow a lot of his games. Franz Benno DeLong. I think I said that right.
I don't want to interrupt you, bro, but was Phil Walker Harding on the original?
I don't know
if he was. I don't know if he I think I looked back on the original and it was just Franz on there. I could be wrong. Correct me, MeepleTown out there, if I'm wrong. But I actually think that Phil Walker might be new to this game, which makes me a little more interested in it. Not that I wasn't, but that it's got some freshness potentially to it.
Yeah. Now there are some things added to this one. The only picture that's listed on here is just the box cover. The thing about this one, this is a lighter game, And when I've watched videos, it gives me really feels of Carcassonne, which could be good or bad, depending on if that's a game that you like. But I think there's a lot of similarities to this in Carcassonne, it seems like. Carcassonne. I want to check this one out, though. I think it's going to be cool. I don't know.
The only thing, I'm just going to say the only thing that I am not as excited about with this game was that the original version is not that highly rated on BGG. I think like a 6.6 or something. So I'm going to pour cold water on your game immediately.
Look, man, you can bash a game all you want. It does not pour cold water on it. I don't care what you think. How about that?
You're like all mad. You're like all sad right now. You're like,
yeah, look how sad I am. Checking out amazing games. That's how sad I am. Let's hear your number 10.
You got it ready to go?
Ready
all
to
right,
go?
so my number 10 is a game that I have already played, so Dean wouldn't allow this to be on his list. It's on my list. That is, boom, Feed the Kraken. So Dean and I have played this game.
Feed the Kraken.
Dean and I have played this game quite a bit, right, Dean?
Yes, that's right.
I have a prototype copy of this game as well. Got a little LOL action. What's up, Tobias? Good to see you, man.
Look at that.
I played the prototype. I've got the prototype of this game. It's sitting right over here next to me. I've played it a ton. I have brought this game out, and I've talked about it. If you follow our podcast, I've talked about this game a lot. I brought it out in several situations where the family had gotten together. I was together with another close family, but they have a lot of kids, so we were able to play this game. And this is an absolute social deduction blast. If you like social deduction games at all, it's a giant, big box, 2.5 hour, could even be longer than that. Like that, don't let that scare you. It just depends on like how much people are fighting and debating and arguing and stuff back and forth, right, Dean?
That's right.
It's a blast. So if you like social, it's pretty easy to teach. I've taught this to people who don't play games at all, like in a party setting. So I just absolutely think this game is phenomenal. It's going to be really, really great. I can't wait to see the final copy.
If you don't like social deduction, John, are you going to like this game?
No. Probably not. There are some people that I've got to play this that don't love social deduction that actually thought it was okay. It did not change like the hardcore people who are like, I just don't like social deduction at all. It didn't change, them at all. So anyway, hey, I got another comment.
The fruit is on here.
I'm going to pull up another. I'm going to pull up his comment here. Or should I wait? No, you know what? I'm going to pull that comment up a little later when maybe I get to that comment, Dean.
Well, now other people can see it on there.
Don't know what I'm talking about. So let's just we'll just hold that off for a minute. All right.
Oh boy. Oh no, these are not in order.
Oh, you screwed it up, Dean.
No, I didn't. It just doesn't put them in order.
What are you talking? All right, you ready yet? You ready for your number 9?
My number 9.
All right, ready?
A game by a new designer. Vicky Swears is one of the designers listed on here, and I'll just go ahead and say the reason why I have this game on my list is because I'm shallow. The game looks amazing. This Adventures in Neverland, by the way. I mean, I do, and you're going to see that maybe on some of these other ones. But in Adventures, you know what? I may have put this in the wrong order. No, I did not. Okay, so okay,
I've got the order. I've got the order.
Adventures in Neverland. You have this map. Let me see if I can find this map on here, and you each take on the role of a character, like Wendy Darling, Peter Pan, I think Captain Hook, all those main characters, and you're going to be going around the board doing these different adventures, and that's how you're going to win the game. Now, I have a little, I am a little worried about this game because it is from a new designer, but
I just love whenever you're like I'm like, dude, you got to play Feed the Kraken, it's awesome, all this stuff, and then you're like, yeah, but I'm worried about this, and I'm really concerned about that.
You just want me to talk about all the good things? Is that right?
No. I'm usually the one that does that though. Like I'm usually the one that's like, I don't know, I'm scared to say this. Today, I feel like you're doing that a little bit.
The theme drives me for this one. My concern is, just the unknown of a new designer. But hey, I mean, Lost Ruins of Arnak is probably my favorite game of the year, and that's by new designers. So you never know. But the look of this, the theme of it, all of it really looks fantastic. I'm excited about this one. Adventures in Neverland, number 9.
I mean, the theme is intriguing to me. Hey, I'm going to pull up a couple comments from old Neil. Speaking of Feed the Kraken.
What
up, Niels? and he says that you know that I love you. Niels, we love you too. Niels, look at that. He's got a sweet YouTube channel, and he's also part of the Funtails team.
John, would you say we are Funtails maybe fanboys at this point?
Homers? I mean, they played 2 games, and we love. I mean, Glenmore is like a top 10 of all time for me. Like that game is amazing. Glenmore 2 Chronicles, and this is going to be. I mean, it's really good. Like I already said, it was like right up there with my favorite Shadoshals.
What are you saying right now?
Right up there with my favorite Shadoshals.
Shadoshals is not even a thing.
Social deduction.
Sure. I'm pretty sure.
But Clever Swine also has never played a social distortion game. How about that? Remember that band?
No. Yeah, barely. Hey, yeah. I want to. Can I introduce your next game?
Pierre decided not to go all in with Neverland. I'm not sure if he would hit the table enough. So
yeah, I did not back this, by the way. Oh, by the way, there's lots of games that I backed that are not on this list either. That's my unspoken rule. I don't know, not all of them, but there's just
another.
I only have one game that I backed on here on my list.
Jeez, how about that? Hey, Niels is a fanboy of the show. There you go.
Oh, so thanks, Niels.
And by the way, Stop the Presses. Mr. Mullen said he's here. So
hey,
all right, Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, we're gonna want to know some of your tops, and everyone else keep putting in your top games you're most excited about. Dean, yeah, go ahead and
that is Jonathan, aka our buddy Jonathan, as we always refer to him on the show.
All right, he's here. There he is. There's a picture of him if you've been waiting to see what he looks like. AKA beats us out a lot of games, but I've done decent the last couple of times we've played. He'll, so here we go. Anyway,
right, John's next game. This is your number 8?
9.
Number 9.
Skipping me. Are you sure that you're?
There we go. 9. Okay, there we go.
Talking about the same game I'm talking about. Does it start with a Z?
Yeah. So John's next game is a game about robots. Is what I thought when I heard the name. I was like, that seems like a weird Zapotec.
Thank you, Dean, for.
I know nothing about this game at all.
All right. So I mean, there's a couple of reasons why I've got this really high. All right, mainly one reason. Well, a couple reasons. Scroll. Oh, never mind. You can show pictures to it.
Oh, there's a picture. That's all we got. Just
okay. Well, it's Fabio. Pull up his name.
Lopiano.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I thought that was right, but I try to get people's names right. So he has done Ragusa. How about this? A little bit of live action. How about that?
I can't see it.
I can't even get the angle right. What an idiot. I'm talking about myself. He's done Ragusa and he's done Merv, which I have downstairs. Actually, my wife is getting it for me for Valentine's Day. How about isn't that an awesome little Valentine's gift? A little nothing says love more than board games. No, Merv, the Silk Road. And really, because those two reasons, I haven't even played Merv, but I did really like Ragusa, and I just I've seen a lot of gameplay on Merv, and I'm like, I'm gonna like it. I know I am. So I'm up there. I'm excited about what Fabio's got to come out with. So I'm gonna go for a little Zapotec. So how about that?
Hey, whatever.
You don't even care.
No, I care. I deeply care. It gives me the feels of the Teotihuacan and Tekhenu and all those other games that you like. Is it in the same vein? Have you seen any gameplay videos of this or anything?
Nope.
Nothing. You don't even care.
I like that theme. I like the theme and I like the designer. So there you go.
Do you prefer that or Robot?
That's the game I know the least about on this list.
Okay.
All right. So, hey, I got a comment for you to read.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to pull that other thing up. I backed Feed the Kraken based solely believing that I'd get to play with Coach and Ronnie Rat or whatever weird dudes. Pretty sure it was Ricky House. Ronnie Rat is not a real person.
Oh, that's right. If you haven't seen Complete Nonsense, then go to the YouTube and search our Feed the Kraken video, because we had to do a social deduction game with 2 people, and so we had a few friends join us.
You want a little preview of that?
There you go.
That's
what I'm saying.
Ricky House.
Oh gosh, that's the worst.
Is it Ricky House? Is that his name?
That's what you called yourself, and I kept calling you Ricky Rouse.
No, I wasn't him. That was Ricky.
I said Ricky Rouse every single time. I think Ricky Rat is better.
Ricky Rat. Huh, how dare you?
Because he is. He's a rat. He's the worst.
Did he win that game? Who won that game? Oh, Coach won that game.
He didn't. No. They were on the same team with Coach. They were the 2 winners.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was thinking for some reason that he was the yellow what do you call it? The cult leader.
Okay, I'm pretty sure no one cares about this except for me and you. What's your number 8, Dean?
My number 8 is the winner for maybe the best looking cover except John's number 1 game. Would you agree with that?
Mate, I haven't even seen
it up there yet. You got it up there yet? It's
up there right now. What are you talking about?
Arc Ice. I can't see it. Once I go into the screen, I don't know what's up there. So Arc Ice.
Oh,
if I said that right. So, okay. Antoine Bauza, Ludovic Montblanc, and then the look of this is amazing. The components are fantastic. We got miniatures, John. We have 3D buildings in this game.
That's all you got to do.
But I watched a gameplay of Slicker Drips, did a gameplay of like I think it was like the first level or something. It's a very story-driven game. And you are basically Indiana Jones going through the temple, and you have these different cards that will be telling you things that are happening within the story, but you're also entering into these rooms and spawning monsters, and you're going to be picking up weapons. You're going to be getting things like, a bullwhip and crowbar and things like that. Like, just like you're playing Indiana Jones. I could have just said Indiana Jones and that would have been enough, I think, right?
Bro, like Tobias was saying, this looks good. This looks super up your alley.
Oh, I think
as soon as you pull that up,
I love this game. Yeah.
As soon as you pull that up, I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what. Yeah.
Yeah. Watching Slicker Drip's video of this, I was like, oh, yep, this is going to be my jam. And not only that, but I think potentially it could be light enough to play with my oldest son, which is a big plus too. I don't know that for sure, but it seemed like the mechanisms in this game weren't super difficult. And so I think I'm going to love this one.
There you go. Before we go to the next game, it looks like Niels is already working a game where maybe Coach and Ricky Rouse could join the design team and play. that would be pretty hilarious.
I still owe Niels an online gameplay of this. We haven't played it since the last time. It's been months, so I need to play this one again.
All right, so my number 8, you got it ready yet? Almost.
Of course
ready.
I don't. You guys stop talking to me. I can't do things.
You look flustered whenever I said that. You're like, you're gonna watch your eyes just dart back and forth. You're going crazy.
Okay, don't read my lips because I'll give it away what it is. Okay, ready?
Yeah. It's okay. No rush.
Got it.
Easy there, bro. This list is smooth like butter. Okay, just easy. Just listen to the sounds of
butter melting on a furnace and a hot summer night.
Furnace. Oops, I added it, then I removed it on accident. So Furnace, I am really excited about this game. This is from the same designer that did Smartphone Inc., which Dean loved Smartphone Inc., didn't you, Dean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was
I liked
good game.
I did like it for sure. I think Dean liked it more than I did, but I liked it. But this is a quick 30 to 60 minute big time engine building, and look at that deadgum art.
Yeah, maybe that's one of the top games on this list for box cover too.
I mean, for me, yeah. I mean, that actually is probably my favorite looking. The art is gorgeous in this game, but like to me, it's a card based engine building style game in 30 to 60 minutes, and I find myself more and more wanting to have those types of games to play with my wife, right? Like instead of having to get up, we got Gaia Project out the other night, and that wasn't super long, but an hour and a half or something. I kind of been looking for look at this, man. I've just got games just laying around. Like Dean has the Watergate, like the 30 minutes to 60 minute style games that we can play.
That's my game. You've had it for weeks. I want that back.
Well, I'm going to keep it, actually. You said I could have it.
Hey, is this a shot of the gameplay? Because if so, oh boy. I don't
That's
think
what you do. You put cards on the table, and then you just kind of like, you just throw all these chips and point collectors, and so you just throw them on there, and then whoever gets the most in the biggest pile is the winner. There you go.
Oof. Yep.
That's the game.
It is not. Watch gameplay video. This one does look cool. I consider putting this one on my list too. I bet this is going to be a good game.
I absolutely can't wait. Can't wait. Jonathan said beautiful. I think he's talking about this game. Jonathan, were you talking about me? Thanks, Jonathan, buddy. I love you too, man. You're beautiful too.
All right. You guys done?
Actually, I want to hit on a real quick comment before we do that. I'm trying to hit some on in between these. How about this, Dean? I'm gonna let you read some of our comments.
I can't see him, John.
That's fine. Hold on. A little hello from Normandy.
Ah, hello.
Hello.
Continue. We do have some French fans out there. That's awesome.
Yes, I love it, man.
Hey, put Ludo Lawton's comment up there. Don't forget the excellent French game Ultra from Antoine Bauza.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't looked into that one. I need to check that out. I'm a Bauza fan. I really like Antoine Bauza a lot. Mm-hmm.
Yep. You
All right.
Jonathan.
Don't put Jonathan's comment up there. Some comments you don't have to put up there.
I mean, I can't put all of them up there, but when someone calls me "you big daddy," then I'm definitely putting it on there.
Oh, yes. Yikes. What number are we on right now?
Number 7. Dean's a little flustered. Look, his face is getting a little red.
Okay, put it up there.
Not really.
Merchants of the Dark Road.
Boom.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Ugh. This one, after watching gameplay videos of this one, I was really tempted to bump some of my top 5 down for this one. This one looks really cool. So I watched a Rado video of this, and it has this. What in the world? It's like some kind of
an alien ship landing beside your house.
That's what it sounds like. Do you hear that?
I know. I barely heard it. It was like,
oh man,
I think they're gonna take the sound bites from this.
It's a Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, and like they're gonna be on those shows, those UFO shows now.
Okay, so in this game, you each have your own player board, and your player board is a cart. And on that cart, you're going to be storing goods. And best I can tell, this is kind of like a pickup and delivery. There's a pickup and delivery aspect. So those little cards up at the top, those are going to be the items that you're going to collect. And then you're going to be getting those items and then taking those and gaining points from that. But the action selection from the dice that you place and move around on your rondelle on your personal board is really cool. Moving around, Jeremy Howard on there. There we go. But moving around on the board, this one just looks really, really cool the way that it plays out. Now, Rado did a solo playthrough, which looked really cool. And I've been playing more solo games lately, so this one's got me intrigued. I'm a little pumped about this one. All
right, Jonathan wrote my number 3. Is that for this game, Jonathan? I think it probably is. Anyways, you can let us know. But yeah, it's that one looks really good, Dean. I'm excited. I'm interested in that one. Yeah. So we also tried to kind of not have the same ones, just so you all know. Like, if there's a lot of really good games coming out. Yeah, Jonathan.
Did we though? Because we did our list separate. I had some in mind that I knew.
You sent me yours, but I mean, I wasn't finished with mine when you sent me yours. So maybe you just did yours straight up like that. But
would this have made your list?
I don't know. Maybe not. But I'm interested in it. I'm interested in it. Speaking of Jonathan, I'm going to pop a few of these in. His number 8 is not on my list nor on yours. I don't think Merchant's Cove. I am really, really interested in that game. It was actually on mine last time because I was hoping it would come out in 2020. So I didn't want to put it on 2 lists back to back. But there you go. How about that? Ready for mine, Dean?
You know, I'm not.
Number 7. Right. I know you're. So I'll go ahead and just give you a little bit while he's doing this. My number 7 is one of those ones that would have fallen into the category of Dean saying, I didn't put it on my list because I've played it. I don't care to put it on my list because I really anticipate it. And that is, speaking of Johnny Pack a second ago, maybe, hey, he's helped on this, a Stan Core Donsky game, Endless Winter. Now, Dean and I did a Kickstarter video for this, so we have played this multiple times. In this game, you're building the deck. You've got, you just got a lot of different things that you can do in this. There's a little set collection in this game. There's a little bit of area control in this game. The way that the actions work are really interesting, though. It's kind of like on Lost Runes and Arnak, where you're doing an action, but you're also playing a card. I like the decisions and the card play and stuff and better in this. And plus, I just like how there's a little more going on, building the monolith, all those different things. But it's really interesting the way the powers work. And I don't want to go into great details about this, but for those of you out there who have seen the hype, and of course the Miko did the art and it looks really good, trust the hype in this one. This is an excellent game. It's a nice weight. It's a nice weight. And I feel like what maybe 3 point, what would you, under 3.5, right? Between
I'd say 3 or around 3.0, John. I think it's probably a 3.
Yeah, I think when I say a nice weight, I think it's a nice weight for a lot of people to get into it. It's not that like super heavy where people are like, yeah, that's just too much. But it's also, so I think I don't know. I think it's going to be it did really well for good reason, and people won't be disappointed, will they, Dean?
Put Fruit's comment up there, and then I'll comment on his Darren Frudenthal. I call him the Fruit. Darren and I are old friends.
Like, is that like way back in the back?
It was like one of the first comments up there.
Oh, that's what I meant to put up there. Yep, there you go. Yep.
So I don't see it on there, but
it's up there. Endless Winter will be in my top 5 of all time. I can feel it.
Okay, Darren, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I am with you. Not top 5 maybe, but I could see this one being in like top 15, top 20 game, and I have played it multiple times. This game is my jam. I love this game so much. So looking back on the games that I've played, and since you've already mentioned the other one, Feed the Kraken and Endless Winter are amazing games. Both of them are fantastic. So John's right. Believe the hype on this one. It's good. I'm going to go ahead and say this too. I'm going off on a tangent. You ready for this?
I'm putting up some comments, by the way, so that everyone can see we've got this video. So I'm not going to
have to listen to Dean.
Yeah, how's it going? So like I may be waving at people and doing some things just because of the comments, but just trying to keep it interactive. So keep going, Dean. Go on your soapbox, man. You got time?
Okay. I'm getting on my soapbox right now.
What's up, Dan?
The like card play / worker placement that I'm seeing in a lot of games, Lost Ruin of Arnak, Dune Imperium, Everdell, and Imperial Settlers Empires in the North. I think that's my favorite thing in board games. A lot. Yeah. I think like Dune Imperium and Lost Ruins of Arnak are 2 of my favorite games of the year. Those other ones are top 10 games for me. You know, like Endless Winter, it's way, way up there with those. So yeah, check this one out. If you can still get on the Kickstarter, do it. I know the Pledge Manager just opened up like yesterday. I would really recommend that one.
That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. Greetings from Hungary. How about that? I'll tell you what, that's awesome. And then it's not our first stream. Actually, we've done a couple. We haven't done a whole lot, but we're trying to do some more. We've been hesitant to do them during the day, thinking that we might not have a lot of people come and join, but we've had great amount of folks. So, and that usually
and we have jobs. So
yeah, it is. It's easier for us to get away from our jobs than it is from our spouses and kids. So how about that? Is that true? All right, Dean, your turn.
All right. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, Ultra. I did check out, as John was babbling about something, I looked up some pictures of Ultra. Woo, boy, how did I miss that one? That one looks really cool too. I wish I would have put that on there. I just missed it.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
You ready for my number 6?
I was born ready.
Okay. Number 6 is by Andreas Steding, which is the designer of Hansa Teutonica, and several other games. There's a lot of other games. This is Stroganoff. And Stroganoff is a Euro game that looks really pretty.
Shallow all the way.
Totally. You mentioned one earlier that you totally were going off a designer. There's not a whole lot of information out there that I've seen. I don't think there's any videos on this one, if I remember right. I felt like I looked it up. Couldn't find any videos, so I kind of stopped there. But it looks cool, right? Is that good enough? I mean, going off the designer. Really pretty. Now, okay, not only that, but this one is also published by, let me go back up here. This one's going to be published by Game Brewer. Game Brewer is knocking it out of the park as far as I'm concerned. I really enjoy Paris. You know, we really like that. Gugong's a really fun game. This one actually gets compared to Gugong a little bit. Gugong's not my favorite, but I still really, really like it and thought it was a lot of fun. So I'm hype on this one. Johnny Pack posted some pictures of this on the Facebooks, and that's what made me first brought it to my attention.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm interested in that one. It looks pretty, but I'm not that interested enough to put it on my top 10 list, huh?
Well, what are you going to do?
Hey,
all right. Your next one I saw Jonathan put up there a little while ago.
Here's a quick comment. My top 10 anticipated games is easy. They are all number ones. Most anticipated is the next one I want to play. How about that?
Oh, I like that.
I am. You know what I'm anticipating? That's not on this list because it was on the 2020 list. Is one that Jonathan has on his, which is Hallerto, or I'll probably mispronounce that. That one's coming to the table hopefully tonight. If my wife's watching, come on, baby, let's play that game, please. Okay. Gotta throw it out there a little bit. I was born ready. Ready? My number 6, Perseverance. The Castaway Chronicles 1 and 2. So, Rudendoo. I am super excited about this. I think you said right that Jonathan had it on his list as well. We're trying to, those who are commenting, we're trying to bring their comments up as we get to these places on our list. All right. So for me, The thing
there's Dino Meeples in this game.
I know, Dean. This is like should be your number one if you would have. You hadn't looked at this yet, have you?
I kind of glossed over it when I saw stuff.
Rado really liked this game, but anyways, this is David Sersky. This is actually, and you don't have the designs pulled up, but what's his name? Some people that worked on Anachrony, Yido, a really incredible pedigree. This is a semi-co-op game, Dean. I know you like semi-co-op, dude. I just don't understand how this wasn't on your list, bro.
Okay, so there's no lasers on the dinosaurs. I mean, that's just what it comes down to.
Dude, Euro style dice drafting, dice placement in episodes with dinosaurs, with cardboard standees. I mean, like if I could design a game for you, like it would probably be this, and it didn't even make your top 10 list. That's crazy.
Can you ride on the dinosaurs? Is that a thing? Oh, Jonathan says it's heavy. That's why. Thanks, Jonathan. Jonathan's got my back.
Do you like heavy games?
That's true. Sometimes.
But
usually, like, if you notice my list compared to your list, you've got the heavier games. I have thematic games, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Including my next one. My next one's pretty thematic. I doubt this is on anyone's list. John made fun of me.
I just want to pull this up real quick because we're better than Dice Tower. So Stroganoff was missing from Dice Tower anticipated list, so you're already above them.
Oh, I just appreciate that affirmation, but we didn't need that.
Let the people speak for themselves. That's all I'm going to say. Let the people speak for themselves. Let the meeps, right? And that's what they're called, right?
Did I tell you, John, I was driving down the road the other day. Actually, when I left
your office. Tell me that you were driving down the road the other day.
Left your office, driving down the road, and I saw Rado's doppelganger. I was like, that's weird. Get about another half a mile up the road, and I see this guy looks like Sam Healy driving in the same direction. And I'm like, there's some kind of convention going on at the place that I just left. It's what it seemed like. I doubt it was them, but maybe I'm watching too much content.
I think that they were stalking the MeepleTown because my office is the MeepleTown studios.
It could be.
So that's what was happening. They were so excited that that's really interesting. So there you go. Hey, Dan says that we're mentioning quite a few he hasn't heard of. Good. That's what we're hoping. We hope to do that. I'm
pretty sure Dan just segued into this next game perfectly.
Oh, by saying that?
Yeah, my number 5.
How to this next game? This is a super game everyone has heard of.
Super game everyone has heard of.
I mean, this is like one of the most famous designers of all time, unless I've got your number 5 mixed.
This is his first game that he's designed. Everybody knows who this is.
Okay, I've got this backwards on my list then. Just start with an L?
Yes.
Okay, my bad. Hold up. Let me edit it. I had it backwards, guys.
Oh, my number 4 is by a hugely popular designer.
Okay. Now. There you go.
My number 5 is Last Light. Do you got it pulled up there?
Yeah, it's up, baby. I have stream. Boom.
By, speaking of Dice Tower, Roy Cannaday. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, I actually read some good things about this, and I mean, that's not like a surprise. I mean, I did. So interesting.
Up here. This is all we got.
You're taking the flyer. Look at that, baby.
I am. Now, I did watch no, because there's some videos up. I watched a gameplay video of this one.
Is there?
The cool thing is, let me go back there. I'm not going to show it up on the screen, but it's a 1-to-4 player. But with some of the expansion stuff that is available, this one plays
4X game, right?
8. Yeah, it's a 4X space game. It plays up to 8, even though it says 4. With the expansion stuff that comes out, it's going to be 8. But everyone's playing simultaneously, and you are building up your ships. And basically, the theme is that the universe is dying. There's one last star, and everyone's trying to get light from it. And it's the first one, I think, to 20 light wins the game. Simultaneous play just seems really cool. I'm excited about this one, and it seems like Roy put a lot of work into this one.
Yeah, interesting theme. Word. All right. Ready?
He's renamed it, Dan. What did he call it? It's not Last Light anymore? Oh, anticipation's killing me. I bet it says on here then, right?
I don't know. The anticipation's not killing me.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you. When you think of it, or when you type it in, we'll put it up there. But I did not know that was renamed. That's interesting.
There you go. All right.
Oops, hold on. I don't have it pulled up there. I did not hit the button yet.
Oops. I keep clicking things like 4 times.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. Hey, showed up. Hey, he renamed it, John. Just to.
He did? Oh, no. Okay, so let's go to my number 5. My number 5 is by this should be on Jonathan's list. If it's not, I haven't seen it show up on as he's typed it in. But that would be Lacerda game, and that is Weather Machine. I'm gonna tell you why. Look at that picture in the top left corner. I'm talking about Shallow.
That one up there.
See the picture of that weather machine? Sold. As soon as I saw that. I don't even care who designs it. I don't even know if that's part of the game.
Who designed the weather machine?
No, the game. I said I don't even care who designed the game. That picture in and of itself looks amazing.
It does. What does a weather machine do, John?
Well, in this game, a weather machine, you're going to be throwing things into it and changing the weather. Look at that steampunk Lacerda game.
Look at that beard.
Gorgeous. Yeah, looks gorgeous. You're contracting with companies or something that's having you change the weather, and you're doing it by throwing things into the weather machine and shooting it out. All this kind of crazy stuff. Look at that thing. Boom. Lacerda, I'm excited about. Steampunk, it cranks it up a notch. The pictures crank it up a notch. I'm down. I'm into this.
I just watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Is it similar to that? Like you're throwing food in there?
It's the same game.
Okay. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the board game by Lacerda.
All right. So Jonathan said it will get whoops. Or it would have been his number one. Well.
Oh, that one's getting kickstarted.
It goes to 2020 then. Oh, well.
So, by the way, that brings up another point. John and I put it on our list. If it says 2021, there is, we're
using GG. You didn't say what it is. I mean, most people.
Stroganoff might not be either. It's going to be kickstarted next week, I think, and who knows if it'll actually come out this year. So there's always some wiggle room there for us.
Yeah. All right. Now this is by a designer that everyone should know.
Oh,
that many people should know. This was the one I had these backwards. This is what I was talking about when I was anyways.
This is by one of my favorite designers for sure. One of our favorite designers, Cocopelli, which is a Stefan Feld game. Now, if you look at the BGG page for Stefan Feld, you're going to see that he also has two other games coming out that are kind of reprints, Hamburg and Amsterdam. With this one, it's a brand new game, and it's a card game.
The theme is cool.
Yeah, where you're going to be taking actions with your cards. Let me try to find a board.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of making me bored right now, bro.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me read the theme, because the theme is actually really cool too. Man,
the theme is really cool.
I see why. It pulled up the wrong window. That's why. Okay. Where is it on here? Oh, that doesn't show the theme. Ceremonies are complete after the. No, that doesn't give me any of the theme on here.
Man, if there was a way to totally botch like a number on this list,
yeah,
you've done it.
Tell you what you do, guys.
It's so bad right now. I
did a much better job.
I feel bad for you right now. Like I'm like, wow. Like it's so cringy. It's like Michael Scott, whenever he's the Scott's Tots, and you just can't watch that one episode of that whole show because it's like, oh, like that's what I'm doing right now for this number 4. Maybe I should just delete this out of the video later.
Okay. Let's hear your number 4. Let's mock your number 4. Not cool.
I'm actually interested in Cocopelli. Not super excited about it. Tim was asking, will it be more involved or less than On Mars? And that was not Cocopelli. That was Weather Machine. I'm going to guess.
I can tell you that Cocopelli is going to be less involved.
Jonathan said he probably thought it would be less too. I'm going to guess it's less based on the little bit that I've seen. Anyways, okay, cool. So let's do my number 4. Ready?
Number 4. All right.
Carnegie. All right, so for me, I've heard really good things about this game. It's Xavier Voorhees, which, I mean, Trois. Actually, just look at, man, oh my gosh. I didn't even mean to have any of these ready. I just picked this up the other day, Little Black Angel. Designer I quite enjoy.
It's actually just Black Angel, not Little Black Angel. That does sound a little cuter, though.
Tournay. Anyways, that's really it for me. And it's gorgeous art, too. Don't you think, Dean?
Yeah.
What do you think about this art? How are you digging it?
Yeah,
go ahead. Sorry, buddy.
No, I was going to say I considered this one on my list. This was I really like it. I mentioned this in the podcast too, but I really like that this one is actually released on Board Game Arena, so you can play this, and that's really cool. Like, not a lot of games do that for pre-releases to show you how the game plays. But yeah, we need to go on there and play this one.
Yeah, for sure. That was Jonathan's number 4, Twinsies. How about that?
Oh,
and
adorable.
want to also put this up here that Dean getting thrown under the bus by Bad Boy John. I mean, I think Dean was throwing himself under the bus. Actually, I was just commentating on it.
All right, MeepleTown, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. So here's what John has to do. John just has to sit there and talk. I have to scroll through all these pictures and throw them up on the screen every single game. So I got a lot going on my plate right now, John. All right. Back off.
There is a lot on Dean's plate. Me too, though. I'm managing the comments, bro. Board game looks fun. Dan Palmer saying he wants this one. Yeah, that sounds really good. Hey, I'm gonna pull up this comment. So a new Legranja game by Andreas Odendahl. Like he's doing. I remember something about this, but I didn't know enough. But if I did, this would have made my list because I really let's just keep pulling games off the shelves. Let's just pull games off the shelves, right? I like Legranja quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what this is like. I haven't looked enough into that one to know, is that a streamlined version of it? Because it's not that I feel like every game needs streamlining, but Legranja might be one of those games that could use some streamlining, I think.
Hey, let's throw this up on the screen, what Royce is saying. I like to mention this real quick before we get to the next one.
John will talk about that one.
Jonathan also put on here that we may not have seen it. I have seen this. Red Rising. I did just find out about it yesterday, and I had my list pretty much complete. And I don't think it would make my top 10, Royce, but I am very interested in this game. Particularly my wife, if she's watching right now, she's read the whole Red Rising series or what. I haven't read those books. When I told her that Stegmeyer's next game, he did design this with somebody else. It's not him by himself. Was Red Rising? She said, "Are you serious?" Because she likes Tapestry a lot. She likes Viticulture. She likes Stegmeyer games. And then to hear that he's doing Red Rising, she was super hype on this. So this might be my wife's number one game, and it would be really close for me because it was so close. I left it off. But I'm glad that you mentioned that, Royce, for sure. I am very excited about this one. Are you, Dean?
I'm always excited about Stonemaier games for sure, but it's not a series that I'm familiar with, and so for me, it's I saw the email and it looks cool. I know it's getting a lot of hype. It's number one on the hotness, I think, right now. But I don't know enough about the series, but I need to look into it a little bit more. Anything Stonemaier, I'm going to play. So yeah, I'd say so.
All right, your number 3.
Number 3. Oath. That is right. This is a game designed by Cole Worley. This is a Leader Games game, art by one of John's favorites, Kyle Farron. And this is a 1 to 6 player guide to the course of history in the ancient land. Players might take on the role of ancients bolstering the old order or scheme to bring the kingdom to ruin. So a couple reasons why I'm pumped about this game. One is all of the 3 things I just said: the publisher, the artist, the designer. I really like what they are doing. A lot of good games that they're putting out right now. But I like that this game changes from game to game. And what you do in this game will affect the future, and I think that's really cool. But it's not a legacy game. You can reset everything. You can oh goodness, let me try to find a board on here. You can reset everything and play just normal, but also things are going to affect the game. And I don't know, it just looks really cool. Some asynchronous things going on in there.
It looks really good, as always.
Yeah, it really does. I did not back this one, though. I really wanted to. It's just there's too many games.
I'm interested in it. I'm not as interested as you are, but I'm interested in it for sure. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I thought you might consider this one, but I guess it's – I mean, Root's one of my top 3, something like that.
Yeah, it may be. I am excited about you getting it and me playing it. So I may get it. I'm anticipating it for sure, no doubt about it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's do my number 3. Now, this is when I broke my own rules. This is way up there because I like Rouge quite a bit. So I'm going to put 3 as Hamburg. And this is basically Rouge with better art. Better art.
Oh, come on. No, it is not better art.
I just said that for you, Dean.
You are out of your mind.
Dean loves the art. I do. I actually really like the art on Bruges too. Yeah, Dean. You like the art better on this one? No, not necessarily. I don't know. I want to see it face to face. I do like how the color scheme's a little brighter. Like Bruges is more beige, which is crazy because you don't like that like beige tan colors, but that's a lot of what Bruges looks like. This is a little bit more pop to it. But it also comes with City of Swin and the Pets expansions, right? And then on top of that, it said that I've never played this, but it says that there's moderate rules adjustments. So because of that, I'm pretty interested. Hey, oh, I'm looking at Jonathan's list, and I totally left the game off that I meant to put on there. No, and that it's actually on. No, I didn't. I left it off for a reason. So, on the little icon that said like games that we're most anticipating, I put a game on there that's not even on my list.
What?
That's Venice. The reason I ended up not putting it on my list was because I had it on my last, the 2020 list. So I didn't do that. So I kind of I had it on my list and I decided to take off that and some of the games that shifted on into 2021. I don't know, because I didn't want to have the same list twice. That's it. Right. But I'm interested in it. Is that kids in the background, Dean?
It is. Hold on a second.
I've got kids in my background too, if you guys hear that. So hey, while you're doing that, Dean, we'll give a boost to a son's YouTube channel. How about that? Go for it. I like it. I love kids doing YouTube. My kids love YouTube. My kids have made so many YouTube. Like Dean's leaving. So it's time for Johnny monologue time. If y'all don't want to just hear me monologue, you probably want to do some comments, do some more comments and stuff. But no, I love boosting. My kids have a new YouTube channel literally almost every day, and I have to go create new art and new logos for them. They asked me to do all those things. So anyways, we've got several people that have got Merchants of the Dark Road on here as well, which is really, really sweet. I'm going to pull up a few more of these while Dean is dealing with whatever he's dealing with his kids. Y'all, he's pretty much done, but I still want to put some more of our folks on here. Some of these I haven't pulled up because they're going to be on my list or Dean's list a little bit later on. Hadrian's Wall is something I'm super interested in, Jonathan. I should have maybe put on my list. It was on my extremely short list, but didn't make this one. So I'm pretty excited about that one as well.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jonathan. I've actually got Hadrian's Wall coming in February. It's coming out in the next couple weeks, I think.
Did you have to go lay the smackdown?
No, I just had to talk to him. Hey, did you throw my screen up there?
Oh, you want to look at the Bruges? Yeah, I guess it's kind of bright on that, but the board isn't as bright. Click on the board.
Here we go.
Remember, last time you tried to find a board, it was hard. See that? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it looks so much better. The
new board looks a million times better.
What? You are out of your mind.
Dude, I don't understand. You complain all the time about tan colored games that I like in the art, and all that is someone threw tan up all over the screen, all over that board, and you're like, I like it because it's Michael Menzel, isn't it? Who did the art?
His art. Yeah, it is Michael Menzel. I don't know who did the Hamburg.
You're a homer.
I don't hate.
I love it. I love Best Oboe. It's my number one game of all time. You haven't even played it.
Oh, this is John calling me a homer with the artist. With Clemens Franz and Dennis Lohausen. Oh my goodness!
We just start looking at the games behind me and pointing at how many are him.
Can you do you can't do a live poll on here, can you? I feel pretty confident. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I feel pretty confident that most people prefer the Bruges art to the Hamburg, right? Right? Come on. Hey, you like what you want, but to say that it's better?
Whatever.
How dare you? How dare you?
Go ahead in your comments, y'all, if you want to put Bruges or Hamburg. I don't really care. I don't think that one is far superior than the other. And by the way, I like the board art on Bruges. I mean, the box art on Bruges is probably better. I'm talking about the board art.
Yeah, also better. But the hamburger one is is good. I do like it. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's good. I just don't think it's as good. The Hamburglar.
Hey, remember that? Oh, I was going to say that. Remember Hamburglar?
Oh, yeah. I remember Hamburglar. I went to McDonald's today. I took my boys to
McDonald's. You're making me laugh, Dean. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
All right. You ready for the next one?
I guess so.
Number 2.
John, you talked about this is a game that you're really interested in too.
I am interested in this one because of the card crafting and 4X,
Yep.
stuff. Yeah,
That's right. So this is John Dclare. The art is by Ian O'Toole, one that we can both agree
I'm an
is
Ian
an amazing
O'Toole
artist.
homer. Yeah.
This is by AG, and this is like John mentioned, a card crafting game. I've actually only played Mystic Vale in that realm, but I've only played the app version of it. But it's that, you have a sleeve and you can put different other cards inside that sleeve that enhance your card. It also has a cube tower, John, right?
It does. And hey, Jonathan's asking real quick, did you back it, Dean?
No, I'm regretting it though. I had this one, if I remember right, like I had it where I had backed it and then backed out. I backed out on a lot of Kickstarters because I was spending a lot of money on Kickstarter this year. Yeah. So I had to draw the line somewhere. I think Jonathan did though, if I remember right.
We do have someone saying that they like Rouge style a little bit more. So there you go. Boom.
It only takes one. That's all it is. But anyway, I'm pumped about this. This is a 4X game too.
What do you mean by it only takes one? Like, is that like something that you say in life? Like someone's like, let's jump off this roof and they go and you're like, it only takes one. And then you just go with them.
No, what I'm saying is if that's the only person that commented on it, it only takes one to push me over the edge of winning the conversation. Right.
I don't know. What did you do back in college that you admitted to on the one podcast episode? That you ate something ridiculous or something, and now that's in my brain.
Sprayed body spray in my mouth and tried to spit it out into a flame. Did not work.
He sprayed body spray in his mouth, and then tried to put a flame in front of it and blow flame, and it didn't work.
You're pirates, and you're exploring, and you're trying to win the game. Scythe style, if I remember right. So you have these different objectives you're trying to complete to win the game. I'm really pumped about that one. I think it's going to be really good. A lot of good buzz going on around that one. Edge of Darkness. That's it, Jonathan. I have not played that one, but that's the other one I was thinking of that I really want to try.
That clever swine. Look at that. He changed his icon to look more family friendly. That is more family friendly. I could even talk, Dean. You're supposed to laugh at me right now and go.
What? I'm not that guy, John. I'm kind of. What is a house goat? A goat that you keep inside of your house?
Yeah.
I don't remember that card from Agricola.
Or whenever you have the greatest house of all time, your house is the goat.
I gotcha.
How about that?
I gotcha. No, that's a good one. That's pretty good.
Right. You got my number 2 ready?
I sure don't. Let's see what you got here. What you got? Right. Okay. They're both.
I'll put a few comments about old Bruno Cathala. How about that? You're a big Bruno Cathala fan.
Yeah, very much so. I didn't see anything Bruno Cathala related coming out this year that was really like getting me pumped up.
Our favorite artist. Yep. There you go. I am a homer with my artists too. The things that I laugh hysterically about Dean about, I pretty much do the exact same thing. I just like to make him feel weird about it.
John's a bully.
No
way around it. It's a good pick. John's number 2 is a game by Simona Luciani.
Go ahead, Dean. Lead us off.
Darwin's Journey.
In Nestori Mangone. So these fellas did Newton, which I'm a big fan of. If you are a fan of Newton, you got to be a fan of this. Have never played this though. We didn't get a prototype or anything of that. I've watched other people play it, and it looks really, really good. If those two are designing a game, I'm excited about. The art looks fantastic on this game. I'm really, really excited about this one. I think we had.
You like the look of the board?
Yeah, I think it looks great. You don't?
It's kind of hard to tell from that picture.
I think all the arts. Okay, so I knew someone had put
like pencil drawing. That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, it's cool.
The box is beautiful too, I think.
Oh, the box looks great. Euro goodness.
Luciani, I prefer Bruges board to this one though.
I'm about to bruise you. Talk about bully. That's not true. I don't do violence.
I like you. You talk about it though. You talk a good violent game.
The only thing I'm violent about is my love for you, Dean.
Oh, yikes. Sweet cheese and crackers. Hey, this one does look good. A lot of buzz around this one for sure. Right.
All right. What's your number 1, Dean? You got it ready yet?
Is that all you're going to say? You got nothing else?
No. I'm just thinking of my love. See, I'm a bully that actually loves. So like I'm smash you in the face, but then I pick you up and I give you a kiss.
Hey, John, who's my favorite designer of all time?
Is he? Is Eric Lang your favorite designer of all time?
Maybe. He's up there, top 2.
He's better than Stefan Feld?
They're close. They're close. When we did our list, he was my number 1 for sure. I love a lot of his games. What's my number 1 game of all time?
Better than Rosenberg if you see all my Rosenberg games. Oh, there's only 2 up top there.
All 2 of them. Number 1 game of all time is Blood Rage, and
there you go.
Rising Sun is a really high game for me as well. Ankh, the Gods of Egypt, or just Gods of Egypt, is going to be releasing this year. This is one that was kickstarted. This is one that I did kickstart because I have to. Otherwise, I'm going to miss out on all the miniatures if I don't kickstart this one, right? Look at that. Do I need to say anything about this game?
You have more fun painting the miniatures than playing the game, potentially, or no? You really like to paint.
I do like to paint. I won't have as much fun painting. In fact, there's a lot of miniatures, and I'll get tired of painting all of them. But so this game is another area control game, just like in those other ones. You've got these different abilities that the gods that you're going to be playing as will have, but you're also able to recruit monsters, just like those other ones. I'm pumped about this game. This is a really it's difficult. Like for me, I think, I love Eric Lang and I love this whole series so far. It's going to be difficult to top those other 2 because I really, really enjoy those quite a bit, especially Blood Rage. But Rising Sun, again, is like a top 20 game for me. So I'm pumped about it, but I'm also apprehensive a little bit just because I don't see how you're going to be able to do that 3 times in a row, but we'll see.
There he goes again, talking about how he's excited about a game, but then giving you his reasons why it might not be good.
Might not be good. John, your next, the cover on your next one is pretty sweet too.
It is. I'm going to pull up a couple comments here real quick. So Ryan's asking about the images for Tebanusi, and someone else had put that on their list. So normally this would have easily made my list, but I don't know if most of us may be aware of the comments that Daniele Tassini made, and because of that, I don't know what's going on with the thing, and I don't know. That's why it wasn't on my list, by the way. But so I haven't looked at it in an incredible amount of detail. Anyways, just want to make a comment about that. So my number 1 is Gollum. How about that? You love that box art, huh, Dean?
He's angry, maybe. Angry? Just what's that face? What would you call that? Is that anger?
Listen, the theme is really actually interesting. If you want to go out, y'all look at this. Look at the theme of Gollum. You're like Jewish rabbis, and this is actually a true story. And if you see, like, they have Hebrew written on their forehead, and it's like, I can't remember the Hebrew word for it. It means truth, I think. Dang it. I should have brought up the whole thing about the theme.
Listen to the podcast. You talked about
it. Yeah. The theme is really, really interesting. And on top of that, the whole reason that this is my number 1 is it's the same. Well, it's Luciani actually got on this one and my number 1 and number 2, which is, I didn't mean to do that, but it ended up happening that way. But these are a lot of the same designers and the same mechanics as Grand Austria Hotel. Dice drafting, and it actually says in it that you actually have a lot of the similar, or were inspired by similar mechanics as that game. Amazing. Dean, you actually control the Golem. Take turns controlling the Golem in this game.
That's cool. This is one of the best looking games on this list, I think. This game is really good looking, I think. I love the look of the board. The cover's really cool. I'm excited about this one, John. This could have been on my list. It's one of those things that I knew without a doubt this was going to be on your list somewhere. And I was like, I don't need to put it on mine because, I need to do my own thing, David Pumpkin style.
I also watched Man vs. Meeple. They had a couple people that had played the online version of this, a prototype, and really enjoyed it. So I'm a big Grand Austria Hotel fan, and this is definitely not Grand Austria Hotel, but having similar mechanics, the pedigree of all those amazing designers that are involved in that. I won't list all the names. There's 4 designers that work on it. They're good. They make good games. This is something that I'm just really excited about. Jonathan says, how did he forget about Gollum? My list has been invalidated. It is. If it's not on your list, this is one that has to at least be like somewhere in there. Dan, so look at all that. How about that?
Yeah, this is a really good pick, John.
I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited about that.
I'm always reluctant to think, something's going to replace something else, but Grand Austria Hotel is an amazing game. It's really, really good. So I don't know if it's as good as that. I would be satisfied for sure.
Yeah. Ankh or the new version of Kemet?
Ankh. I really like Kemet. I'll be honest, I didn't look too much into the new version because I have the old version and I didn't feel like I needed to go in that direction. I just don't play Kemet as much. I played it several times when it came out, and I haven't played it in a while. But I'm more excited about Ankh for sure.
There you go.
But Kemet's an amazing game. I like it a lot.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That is it. If y'all want to put in, I'm going to real quick before we're done, I'm going to see if there's any games on anyone's list that I may have skipped past. There's a lot of comments, so I'm trying my best to kind of go through that we haven't put. Before we end this, if there's any other games that you're looking forward to, I've got this ready to go tonight. I'm excited about it. It was on my list for last year. That's why it's not on this one. Yeah, I'm trying to think through all these. Anyways, if y'all have any more, put them up there. But if not, there's a couple questions here.
Whoa. Before you say anything else, I've got to interrupt. Throw Clever Swine's comment up there. Battle of the Boy Bands. Is this an actual thing? Is that a game?
I don't know.
I didn't see it on any list.
Hey, Dean is genuinely excited about this.
You would think that I'm being sarcastic right now. I am totally serious. I would check this one out.
See if there's oh, it is true.
And it's actually called Battle. Did you look it up?
Look at the art. Oh man, it's anime. I like anime. Like I'm just looking at like the picture of these guys on here.
Do you want me to throw it up there?
I don't care. Go ahead.
Hold on, let me get this pulled up. Hold on. Wait for it. Who's the designer? Do you have it pulled up, John, where you can see who the designer is and stuff?
I can pull it up on my screen. Do you want me to pull it up on my screen?
I've got it now.
You got it?
It's about to show up there. Okay.
I do not know these designers.
The designer. Oh, yeah. I don't love that box.
Battle of the Boy Bands.
Yep. Not excited about this game at all. I like unique themes that I think.
Dude, how did you even find out about this?
How did we not hear about this? Yeah, I'm not at all excited about this game.
I wonder how Clever Swine found out about it. I'm interested. Like yeah, that's really interested. Hey, I'm gonna pull up some more comments while you're looking at that. Okay, so what do you think is better at, to Praga or Bonfire? Dean and I will duke it out on this. I'll say Bonfire.
And I'll say Praga. Now know that we're really, I think, John, what'd you give Bonfire, 9? And Praga an 8.5, and I was at 8.5 on both of them. Both of these are really, really good games. And I think they both play really well at 2. Don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's okay, here's the thing. I might even give the nod to Bonfire a little bit in a 2-player game because there's like the area control piece from Praga plays better at a higher player count, I think. So I might give that a little bit of a nod for Bonfire, but I prefer Praga over Bonfire, but it's slight.
They're very good. Dean, you just went down a little bit in Dan's estimation, just so you know, after admitting that about the boy bands.
Sorry,
hey, Ryan, that's a good question. We're going to end it with this question right here. So it doesn't just go on forever. How did the board games on our 2020 releases pan out? I'll go first. I'm not quite finished because Hallertau is on there. And I think I'm mispronouncing that, by the way, and I'm sorry. And I'm trying to think of what else is on there. But it panned out really, really pretty well. Like, I know Praga was on my list. Bonfire was on my list, right, Dean? I'm trying to think of what was all on my list, but there was...
So we did 2 different lists, though. That's the problem. We did one back last February, and then we did one around Essen time. So, and we'll do that again this year because there's a whole lot of games that aren't... I say Essen. It was actually probably earlier than that. Maybe August to October, somewhere in there. So sorry, you were talking about your more recent list. Is that right, John?
Yeah, the one that I did more recently. And Ryan, we need to, on the podcast or on something, we'll probably go back and actually look at, maybe we'll do a live or something about looking back at our 2020 most anticipated list, or we'll at least whenever we do our final 2020 list, we'll kind of talk about which ones let us down, which ones, we were more excited about. There's some that I didn't put on that list that I'm glad I didn't. I wasn't as excited about. I won't. Yeah, like Viscounts, like a lot of people love that game. I thought it was okay. And so I'm glad I didn't end up putting it on that last time. I don't know what, Dean, how do you feel like yours has panned out?
Looking, I have the list, like the big list. I can't find the actual top 10, but the ones that I remember having on there, I think Paris was on there. I had Cloud Age, which I've not played, Monasterium, which I don't even know if that's released yet.
Cloud Age is another one that sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Dean, but that's another one that's downstairs right now that I've got to play to finish up my list as well.
Praga was great. I did not have Bonfire, but I did have Castles of Tuscany, and I really liked Castles of Tuscany as well. So I'd say I'd fare pretty well on this. Pendulum, I don't remember if that was on my list. It was on this big list, and I really like Pendulum a lot. So
I didn't like it.
Chungaroo, I have that in, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet, and that was on my list. So I think that's going to be a good one too.
We're hoping that by the end of February, not hoping, by the end of February, we're going to have our top 10 games of 2020 out for y'all. Yeah. So pretty excited about that, but I guess that's it. We have some more. We'll end it there. Dean, do you want to say your thing?
Yeah. We're not going to interact anymore. We're just done with them. We're done with everyone that's.
Oh, we can. Do you want to keep interacting?
I mean,
I was just trying to not keep the video like forever long, but that's fine. We can do it. We can do it. Dan said we did well. All right. Sitting next to Praga. Yeah. I haven't played Ore at Labora either. That and Glass Road are two games I really have to play.
And Ludo, we did talk about Red Rising. John said it was close to his list for sure. I haven't looked enough into it, and I don't know enough about the series to know. So
super interested in it, Ludo. I'm really interested in this one. I hadn't looked into it enough, and it was. I don't know if it would have made my top 10, but it's one that's I'm very interested in. The hand management and stuff seems really resting, and I like dystopian themes a lot.
I do too. So does Stegmeyer for sure. Yeah. All right. That was our top 10 2021 anticipated games. John, tell people how they can get in touch with us.
All right. If you're enjoying our channel, you can subscribe to it. We'd love for y'all to do that. You can go to MeepleTownGames.com to check out all of our stuff. We're at MeepleTown Games on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and Board Game Geek Guild 3407. If you haven't joined our Geek Guild, go ahead and do that. I'm going to ask, look at this. This is like a little, the end of our podcast episodes. If people don't know, we have a little talk. This is our little talk at the end. Do games that your wives like tend to rank higher on your lists? Yes, probably. Yeah. When she does like it, it helps.
It doesn't hurt. For sure.
That's it. Like there were some games that she does not like they're like, she's Through the Ages is one of those. The game, she likes the game okay, but she's like, it plays way too long. I don't want to play that. I like it quite a bit. It's pretty high on my list because of that. Yeah. But there's also games like if you see, it's opposite. Glenmore 2 up there, Chronicles. My wife absolutely loves it, and it really helped it to rank higher on the list for me. So, yeah, for sure. There's definitely some influence there.
Yeah. All right, that's gonna do it. Thanks for coming down to MeepleTown.
Bye.